Wolves on the back foot, but kind of credit to Wolves, they didn't stop. Even when they went down to 10 players, they didn't stop with their beliefs in what could be a successful game plan. But ultimately, Manchester City are built on last season. You know, they won it last season. Their team is bigger and stronger, has more depth than last season, and they just look like they're going to do the league and get it kind of boxed off. 3/4 of the way through the season? Who knows? I mean, they're looking that good.
Yeah, it's as Rio said, feeling very ominous for everyone else. How will Wolves then, Jolyon, feel about that result, given that they went down to 10 men after 33 minutes?
Yeah, I think the overall result would have been expected to a certain extent. They knew it was going to be difficult. Man City are in fine form, so comfortable. But I don't think they helped themselves. I think the sending off slightly helped their tactics. I think they played a little more restricted and less open, because before that I thought they were so open. They went into the game with a mindset of, we can actually win this game early on, instead of, as we spoke about, Dortmund's approach of being conservative, being compact, restrictive, and all of a sudden they're so open, and then within, 55 seconds they're 1-0 down.
Everything changed, didn't it? Well, let's get some instant reaction from the City camp, because Pep Guardiola is with Des.
Pep, excellent win. What did you make of the performance?
Well, the game started really well for us, for the goal, for the second after red card, and after Champions League 12:30 come here against this team with the quality they have, with Neves, Moutinho, Neto, Guedes, Podence. So they have the quality to keep the ball. The transition are so fast. So yeah, it was an incredible victory. The first 50-20 minutes, and the second half, until we didn't score the third goal from Phil, we struggled a lot. We cannot take the ball, and big compliment for the Wolves for fight until the end. But of course for us is before the international break and being on top, and it was so important.
You talked about Jack Grealish earlier, and you gave a ringing endorsement of the player. You said it would just be a question of time before he started to come on. It took 55 seconds for you to be right.
Yeah.
He had a good game.
Yeah, he played really good and strong, and he make a good goal arriving there, and he's a guy who doesn't lose the balls, and yeah, it was a good performance for him, so hopefully he can continue in the national team and come back fit.
And you were talking about Kevin De Bruyne, Phil Foden, getting around him, giving him help. Did you see that today?
Yes, he got to arrive, and yeah. So in moments we were good, and other ones we struggled a little bit, but I give credit for the opponent, not because we were wrong.
Everyone disappearing now on international duty. Just keep your fingers crossed. Is that right?
Yeah, the manager disappeared too, not just the players. Yeah, finger crossed, come back fit. Of course, national league is important for them, for the convince the manager for the World Cup selection. So I understand how important it is for all of them. But yeah, hopefully they come back good and start ready for the derby.
Thanks, Pep. See you soon.
You're very welcome.
Very content, satisfied Pep Guardiola there. How important was it for you when you were going off onto an international break to end on a high with your club with the win?
That was always part of the conversation leading up to that last game. It was always get this result so we can go away and can breathe easier. I mean, they could be potentially top of the league going into that break, so it's very important for them. And again, momentum is key. Yes, it stopped a little bit for the international period, but then coming back into it, you want to be coming back into a confident squad.
Well, they started as they meant to go on today. Their first attack they scored with, and Kevin De Bruyne, as he so often has, Rachel, was